I regret 98% of these tattoos. 97%, almost all of them. Jelly Roll surprised the students at his old stomping grounds. This week now, to tell the school their band would open the 2024 CMA Fest. Jelly Roll has always been known for his powerful music, raw honesty, and inspiring journey from darkness to light. But now shocking news has surfaced, one that his fans never expected. Behind the tattoo and heartfelt lyrics lies a painful reality that has found its way into the light. From his rise from prison to topping the charts, this recent evaluation will leave you shocked. What could have happened? And how will this news change everything for him? Join us as we reveal the details that will leave you speechless. Jelly Roll reflects on his regrets about tattoos. Jelly Roll, the rising country music star, has made some questionable decisions throughout his life, particularly when it comes to his tattoos. The singer, known for his numerous tattoos, including those on his face and neck, recently opened up about the poor decisions he made in his younger years. In an interview with Howard Stern, Jelly Roll admitted that some of his tattoos were done in unsanitary conditions, which led him to develop staph infections. He shared how when he was younger, he tried to get a face tattoo, but was turned away by an artist. However, after getting a tattoo on his face while in jail, other artists were willing to work in that area. Stern pointed out how unhygienic tattoos in jail must be, and Jelly Roll quickly agreed. "I've gotten staph infections from bad tattoos." He confessed, "I learned nothing. You talk about bullheaded. And I still went back to the same guy. That gave me the staph infection." He continued, "It's crazy what you'll do. It's next level crazy." The topic came up after Stern referenced a GQ interview in which Jelly Roll had revealed, "I regret 98% of these tattoos. 97, almost all of them. Like core philosophies are rooted in my life. When I was 17, and now I'm 40. I'm like, what the fuck was I thinking?" Jelly Roll admitted that he hated them all. But when asked about his face tattoos, he revealed that they were one of the few he didn't regret. "I love my cross. I love my slash," he said. It's these, he trailed off, gesturing to his arms. Jelly Roll also shared some valuable life advice that he feels people should consider. "We'll spend $300 on a pair of fonding shoes. That will go bad in 6 months, or we'll lose them. But as soon as a mother or wants $400 an hour to tattoo, we're out $1,000 an hour, no way." Reflecting on his past tattoos, Jelly Roll confessed, "I have a tattoo on my arm that I gave somebody a quarter sack of bad weed for, and it looks like a quarter sack of bad weed tattoo." He admitted that, while the tattoos on his arm look decent because they're grouped together, they're clearly bad art upon closer inspection. From tattoo regrets to sobriety battles, what fueled Jelly Roll's fight? Let's find out. Jelly Roll's journey through AA. A lifelong battle with addiction. Jelly Roll, whose real name is Jason Bradley Defford, came out about his addiction recovery journey, stating that he was court-ordered to attend an Alcoholics Anonymous AA meeting as a teenager. In an episode of SiriusXM's The Highway, the then 39-year-old country rapper shared his early experiences with AA and Narcotics Anonymous, which he said inspired his song "I Am Not Okay." "I don't fully remember my first real meeting because I was court-ordered at like 14. Jelly Roll explained. "I don't remember it as much as I should, but I definitely remember the first time I found solace in those rooms." He continued, "I've taken so much from those rooms," acknowledging the impact the meetings had on his personal growth. Jelly Roll expressed that he's never been more inspired than after leaving an AA or Narcotics Anonymous meeting. "I think everybody should experience one. If you've never drank in your life," he said, "the good ones are like good theater. They'll make you listen, you'll learn, you'll laugh, and you'll cry." The singer, best known for his single "Son of a Sinner," also spoke about his problematic relationship with booze, which was entwined with his struggles with addiction. In a December 2, 2023 interview with People, Jelly Roll revealed that it took him a long time to realize that alcohol and didn't have to go together. I had to learn that you could drink alcohol without doing. He admitted, I thought we only drank to do. While Jelly Roll clarified that he didn't have a problem with alcohol itself. He mentioned that he occasionally smokes, but tries to avoid substances. He explained that whenever he feels the need to evaluate his behavior, he attends a meeting. Although Jelly Roll doesn't claim to be part of the program, he acknowledged that attending AA meetings has played a significant role in his recovery journey. Jelly Roll also credited his family for supporting him throughout his struggles with addiction. As a father to 16-year-old daughter, Bailey Ann, and 8-year-old son, Noah Buddy, he expressed how important family is to him. The single most impactful event of my entire life was having my daughter. It changed everything, he shared, emphasizing how being a father has anchored him through his challenging times. Jelly Roll had a rough battle with addiction. But how did it all begin? Keep watching to find out. The troubled beginnings. Jelly Roll's first brush with the law. Jelly Roll's path to stardom wasn't an easy one, marked by a series of challenges that began early in his life. His first arrest came at just 14 years old, a harbinger of many run-ins with the law. In his teenage years, by the time Jelly Roll was 23, he had been arrested 40 times for a range of offenses. According to his commentary, Jelly Roll saved me. One of the most serious charges came when he was 16. Aggravated robbery. At the time, Tennessee's strict legal system didn't show leniency, and Jelly Roll was charged as an adult, faced with up to 20 years behind bars. He served just over a year in prison, but his probation lasted over 7 years. Reflecting on those years, he told Billboard, I hadn't hit my last growth spurt. I was charged as an adult, years before I could buy a beer, lease an apartment, get a pack of cigarettes. For him, this early encounter with the justice system felt like it had trapped him on a predetermined path. Tennessee's zero-tolerance stance for violent criminals meant that despite his growth and life changes, the charge followed him to this day. This record has had long-term ramifications, including being denied basic rights such as voting, volunteering, and even owning a handgun. The reality of his condition served as a vivid reminder of the consequences of his previous mistakes. Along with his legal troubles, Jelly Roll was also battling addiction. He struggled with narcotics like cough syrup, Xanax, and until eventually finding his way to rehabilitation. Now he utilizes his experiences to guide and inspire others who are coping with their own addictions. What pushed Jelly Roll to change for the better? Stay tuned to find out. A life-changing moment, the news that altered everything. While incarcerated in 2008, Jelly Roll received the surprising news that marked the beginning of a drastic turn in his life. During an interview with CBS Sunday Morning, he described how a guard came to his cell door and delivered the life-changing news. Dufford, you had a kid today. At first, Jelly Roll was in shock. I said what he recalled before the guard confirmed the shocking news. Yeah. You had a child. Still uncertain about the details, Jelly Roll asked, what's her name? The guard's reply, hell, I don't know. That moment would forever alter the trajectory of his life. The birth of his daughter, Bailey Ann, served as a much-needed turning point for Jelly Roll. He later reflected on this life-changing experience, comparing it to the biblical story of Saul's conversion on the Damascus Road. He told People magazine in 2023, my daughter saved my life. She wasn't old enough to realize it. This newfound purpose provided him with the clarity he needed to make a change. With his newfound sense of duty, Jelly Roll began to focus on improving himself. He began studying for his GED, which he successfully finished on his first attempt. This accomplishment was the first step toward a brighter future. However, Jelly Roll did not stop there. He realized he needed to make a decision on how to proceed in life. He had two options: learn to become a social worker and help people, or continue playing music, as he had since he was a teenager. After much debate, Jelly Roll selected the latter, preferring to focus on the music that he had always loved. After being released from prison, Jelly Roll's first priority was to meet his daughter. He saw Bailey Ann for the first time on her second birthday, and the reunion filled him with love and a newfound sense of purpose. But the time spent away from her also made him confront deeper issues, namely his ongoing battle with substances. Though he had managed to leave behind the harder substances, he continued to use and drink alcohol. In a 2023 interview with The Guardian, Jelly Roll shared the harsh reality of his struggle with addiction. "I didn't have a choice, it was me or them. And I had to learn to love myself." His journey to recovery was not just about kicking the habit, it was about taking responsibility for his actions and recognizing the impact they had on the people he loved most, especially his daughter. But could there have been a factor that affected Jel's struggle with addiction? Keep watching to find out how Jelly Roll's mother might have influenced him negatively. Jelly Roll, born on December 4, 1984, in Nashville, Tennessee, grew up in the city's Antioch neighborhood. His upbringing was shaped by a combination of family influences and the environment around him. His father, Horace "Buddy" DeFord, managed a wholesale meat business and also worked as a bookie. Jelly Roll also has 3 elder half-siblings, brothers Roger and Scott, and a sister named Shelby. His mother, who struggled with substance addiction and mental health issues, was a major influence in his childhood, not only emotionally, but also in determining his artistic career. It was she who gave him his now famous nickname, Jelly Roll, when he was a kid, referring to him as a chubby kid. However, in 2024, Jelly Roll told the Taste of Country Nights podcast that he now prefers to be simply called Jelly, dropping the Roll from his stage name. "Delete the Roll, man," he jokingly said. Music became an outlet for Jelly Roll, and his mother was the one who first inspired his love for it. She was an avid fan of country legends like George Strait and Garth Brooks, and her passion for storytelling through music rubbed off on him. Jelly Roll has often credited her as the reason he became not only a music fan, but also a skilled storyteller in his own right. Around the age of 9 or 10, Jelly Roll wrote his first rap song. He recalls feeling a strong desire to create music that would evoke the same emotions in others that his mother's favorite songs brought her. In a 2022 interview with The Bobby Bones Show, he shared, "I just remember thinking, I want to make music that makes people feel like this music makes my mother feel." By the time he reached 8th grade, he was already actively pursuing his passion, passing out mixtapes in high school parking lots. From a troubled home to a love that defied the odds. How did Jelly Roll find his soulmate? Keep watching to find out. A white trash love story. Jelly Roll and Bunnie XO's journey. In 2016, Jelly Roll took a major step in his relationship, with Bunnie XO proposing to her on stage in Las Vegas. That same night, in a spontaneous and intimate moment, the couple secretly tied the knot at a courthouse, surprising their friends and family. The romantic and unplanned nature of their wedding reflected the couple's unique bond and laid the foundation for their life together. Along with becoming Jelly Roll's wife, Bunnie XO also embraced the role of stepmom to his 2 children, Bailey and Noah. While the couple doesn't have children together yet, Jelly Roll revealed in June 2024 that they are talking about having a baby. This discussion about expanding their family came after a strong and enduring marriage. Jelly Roll has spoken openly about how much Bunnie XO means to him, calling her the person you show up to when the chips are down. To maintain their connection, despite Jelly Roll's touring schedule, the couple makes it a point to never go more than 2 weeks without seeing each other. But who exactly is the woman behind Jelly Roll's heart? Bunnie XO, born Alyssa Defford, is not only the wife of the country music star, but also an entrepreneur and podcast host. In 2019, she launched Dumb Blonde, a podcast where she interviews a wide variety of guests, From country music artists like her husband to published authors and social media influencers. Her impressive guest list includes artists such as Brantley Gilbert and Priscilla Block. She drops new episodes every week, building a strong following. With her engaging and honest conversations, Bunnie XO's relationship with Jelly Roll began in 2015 when she attended one of his concerts at Las Vegas Country Saloon, as Jelly Roll revealed during an appearance on The King and the Sting and the Wing Clips comedy podcast. The two struck up a conversation backstage. Though Bunnie XO was in a relationship at the time, they kept in touch through mutual friends. And when Bunnie XO became single, their friendship quickly evolved into something more. Jelly Roll explained with a laugh. They split, and I'm not going to act like I shot my shot. She kind of shot hers. When Bunnie XO expressed interest in him, Jelly Roll had plans to drive to Las Vegas to shoot music video content. At that time he was living in his van and broke, but Bunnie XO offered him a place to stay, and the connection between them grew from there. Jelly Roll humorously describes their love story as a white trash love story, but he also shared the emotional side of it, saying, "When I hugged her, I could just feel the genuineness of her. I could tell it wasn't an act." In 2016, after a year of dating, Jelly Roll took his relationship with Bunnie XO to the next level in the most unexpected way, proposing to her on stage at a Yellow Wolf and Deftones concert in Las Vegas. But what made this moment even more memorable was their decision to elope right then and there. The couple didn't wait for the fanfare of a grand wedding. Instead, they hopped over to a nearby courthouse and got married that same night. "We got married kind of randomly," Jelly Roll recalled, during an appearance on The King and the Sting and the Wing Clips podcast. "It was Vegas, right? So it's like 11 o'clock. They're closing the joint down by Hard Rock Cafe. And I'm like, let's just go now." She's like, "The courthouse is open for about 34 to 44 more minutes." I was like, let's roll. Their impromptu wedding became a symbol of their carefree love, a bond that would only grow stronger over time. Despite the spontaneity of their marriage, the road hasn't always been smooth for Jelly Roll and Bunnie XO. Over the years, people have doubted their relationship, but Jelly Roll has always stood by his love. "For Bunnie XO, we stuck it out. We were like the story nobody thought of. She's my best friend, man. She really is," he shared in 2024. Jelly Roll opened up to people saying, "I prioritize family, and that's what anchors me down. My world shrunk when I focused on one woman," further emphasizing how Bunnie XO has become the center of his world. Their love story also came full circle in 2023, when they renewed their wedding vows at the same Las Vegas chapel where they tied the knot in 2016. The intimate ceremony was shared with fans through a video posted on Instagram, showing the couple exchanging smiles and kisses. Bunnie XO wore a stunning white gown, while Jelly rolled on a black and maroon suit. "Lucky no. 7 luckiest girl alive. Tonight was such a dream," Bunnie XO captioned the post, reflecting on the beauty of their renewed vows. Since marrying Jelly Roll, Bunnie XO not only became his wife, but also a loving stepmother to his children, including his daughter Bailey and son Noah. In 2017, she played a pivotal role in helping Jelly Roll gain custody of Bailey, a moment that was both challenging and rewarding for the couple. Bunnie XO's deep involvement in Bailey's life has not gone unnoticed by Jelly Roll. He's often spoken out on social media about her devotion, praising her for the beautiful mother-daughter bond she shares with Bailey. In a heartfelt Facebook post from May 2, 2020, Jelly Roll wrote, "It takes a special kind of woman to raise a kid that isn't her child and still treat the child as if she was He continued, "You are the epitome of a good mom and deserve more credit than anyone because you didn't have to step up to the plate the way you did. You chose to step up, and man, you have knocked it out of the park. Thank you, Mama Bear. We love you." From spontaneous vows to standing by through sickness, How did Jelly Roll stand by his wife? Let's find out. Bunnie XO health scare, a close call with an aneurysm. Bunnie XO recently spoke up about a terrifying health scare that had her scared for her life. The model and wife of country music musician Jelly Roll stated that two experts misdiagnosed her with an aneurysm after she complained of regular headaches. These headaches prompted her to seek medical attention, but the results sent her into a spiral of anxiety. Bunnie explained during one episode of her Dumb Blonde podcast that she noticed the headache seemed to occur after eating certain foods. I don't know if it was like high in salts or something, because I don't eat bad, she said, trying to pinpoint a potential cause for the discomfort. Despite her healthy eating habits, the pain persisted, leading her to suspect a more serious issue. Her concerns were further heightened by a personal family history of aneurysm. Bunnie's mother suffered the condition, which had been life-threatening. It ruptured, Bunnie said, her voice full of anguish. She almost died. This increased Bunnie's concern about her own symptoms, since the possibility of an aneurysm weighed heavily on her mind. The turning moment occurred when a friend gave her a TikTok video about aneurysms in the middle of the night. Panic set in, and Bunnie quickly contacted her doctor to schedule an MRI scan. Anxious to find the cause of her symptoms, her desire to move fast and follow her intuition demonstrates how serious the situation was for her, since she expected the worst. Bunnie XO's health scare took an even more unsettling turn after she received the initial results from her first scan. They might have found an aneurysm on your carotid artery, she recalled being told, and the news sent her into an emotional whirlwind. The fear of her biggest concern coming true hit her hard, and she bawled her eyes out, overwhelmed by the weight of the diagnosis. Not willing to accept one doctor's opinion, Bunnie sought a second scan, hoping for clarity. Unfortunately, the second scan led to another misdiagnosis. This time it was again suggested that an aneurysm had been found on her carotid artery, the major blood vessels in the neck. This news simply aggravated her already high levels of anxiety and uncertainty. However, solace came when a neurologist intervened to provide Bunnie with the clarity she desperately needed. I am clearing you, the neurologist assured her, reassuring her that she did not have an aneurysm and had nothing to worry about. It's a blood vessel that matches on the other side of your carotid artery. On the other end, he explained, providing Bunnie with the positive news that brought an end to her fears. If you want to go play tackle football, you can, he added, offering a moment of lightheartedness amidst the heavy emotions. Bunnie expressed profound gratitude for the tumultuous experience. In retrospect, it made me appreciate life so much, she said, emphasizing the significance of the time she spent with her loved ones. During the ordeal, nothing matters, man. I snuggled up so much to my husband these past few days, she shared, emphasizing how the emotional roller coaster reminded her of the fleeting nature of life and the importance of cherishing the moments with those she loves. After a terrifying scare, how did joy make its return? Stay tuned to find out. Jelly Roll's exclusive Hamptons event, a summer to remember. After overcoming a challenging period marked by family health concerns, country music sensation Jelly Roll made his triumphant return to the spotlight, ready to share some exciting news with his fans. On Saturday, August 17, 2020, Jelly Roll hosted an exclusive SiriusXM event at the renowned Stephen Talkhouse in Amagansett, New York. This spectacular event comprised both a live concert and an eat and greet cookout, giving fans a one-of-a-kind opportunity to spend quality time with the celebrity. The SiriusXM only performance included Jelly Roll singing music from his next album, including his newest single, I Am Not Okay, as well as hits from his record-breaking 2023 album, With It Chapel. Following the concert, attendees were treated to a grill, which added a sizzling element to the event. The festival evolved into the ultimate summer experience, combining excellent music, delectable cuisine, and ideal weather. The intimate show aired on the Highway Channel 56 and was available on the SiriusXM app, allowing fans who couldn't attend in person to enjoy the event from afar. Jelly Roll's new single I Am Not Okay, which he performed live on The Howard Stern Show in June, had already begun to draw significant attention. This performance was just the beginning, as he prepared to kick off the Beautifully Broken tour across North America, marking a new chapter in his musical journey. As Jelly Roll celebrates new heights, how has his health evolved? Stay tuned to find out. Jelly Roll reflects on his ongoing weight loss journey. Jelly Roll's weight loss journey began years ago, but 2025 marks another milestone in his continued progress. The country music star is conquering new challenges and feeling great about his health improvements, as he recently shared in a health update. Although the journey isn't always easy, he believes the effort is absolutely worth it. I hiked a mountain the other day camelback, Jelly Roll told E! News on February 7th, referring to a hike in Arizona. There is no way that would have been possible beforehand, so it's great to see that progress. And we still are going. Shortly after, he posted a video from the finish point of the hike on Instagram where he took in the stunning view, encouraging his followers not to give up on their own health journeys. Jelly Roll shared, "We got up that hill today. Dog, from the bottom of my heart. I'm tired, I'm frustrated, I'm sore, but isn't that beautiful?" He continued, "We can't live in a false sense of this thing not sucking, it's gonna hurt. I'm sore all the time, but I feel better, y'all." The 40-year-old opened up further in his interview with E! News, revealing that staying focused and positive isn't always easy. "The things that motivate me and keep me going are the people I've met along the way, across the juveniles and rehab centers or prisons." He shared the people that come up to me and bravely share their sobriety date, or a story of something that they've dealt with, or someone they've lost. In December, Jelly Roll made another notable appearance on his wife Bunnie XO's Dumb Blonde podcast, where he proudly revealed that he had lost 140 pounds. Bunnie made sure to mention that he achieved this transformation without relying on weight loss medications like Ozempic. Jelly Roll explained that his decision to avoid such treatments wasn't out of stubbornness, but out of fear of potential side effects, particularly acid reflux. "As a singer, few things scare me more than acid reflux," he confessed. "Like, you'll watch me get up out of a bed, I'll burp and wake up panicked and go take something for it, you know, because that stuff will just rip the vocal cords." Instead, Jelly Roll relied on exercise and dietary changes he implemented while on tour last year to achieve his weight loss. Although his tour is over, Jelly Roll emphasizes that his health journey is far from finished. "I want to be on the cover of Men's Health by March of 2026, he said during the podcast. "That's my new goal. I want to have one of the biggest transformations while conquering personal milestones." How does Jelly Roll give back? Keep watching to find out. Jelly Roll's generosity and community engagement. Jelly Roll has demonstrated a persistent commitment to helping underserved communities. According to Billboard, he is one of only a handful of renowned alumni from the exclusive school, along with former North Carolina Senator Tom Tillis and rapper Yellow Wolf. In May 2024, Jelly Roll returned to the school to examine music students' works and raise funds for the Save the Music Foundation. During his return, he reconnected with previous professors and even played for the youngsters, highlighting his commitment to developing future talent. His generosity extends far beyond the school, as Jelly Roll has made a habit of visiting communities in need across the country. He frequently stops at local jails while on tour, aiming to inspire and uplift those incarcerated. One notable encounter took place when Rolling Stone spoke with 4 men from Virginia's Chesterfield County jails, helping addicts recover progressively program. Jelly Roll had invited them to perform with him at the John Paul Jones Arena In Charlottesville last year, Kevin, one of the men, expressed the profound impact of the experience. Jelly Roll giving us that opportunity. It just opened my eyes to the possibilities. If I keep my recovery first, I know that the second I don't make recovery my main focus, all of those possibilities go away. In addition to his efforts in supporting individuals in recovery, Jelly Roll participated in the Fire Aid Benefit Concert on January 30th in Los Angeles. The event raised funds for wildfire recovery in the area following the devastating fires earlier in the year. His song I Am Not Okay from his hit album, Beautifully Broken, earned 2 Grammy nominations for Best Country Song and Best Country Solo Performance at the 2025 Grammys. So what are your thoughts on Jelly Roll's revelation? Do you think it will change things for him? Let us know in the comments section below. Thank you for watching this video. We hope you found it interesting. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Click the next video shown on your screen to catch up on your favorite celebrity stories. See you there.